Hi, people. So just be a wee short bit. I realise that I'm probably blinding white light here with the sun shining in, but there's nothing I can do about it. Just a wee quick preface on the clips that you're going to watch here. With me going to some mainstream media broadcasting buildings to ask them if they would be interested in, covering this topic. Now, in one of the clips, as you'll see, um, the security come out saying no, nobody's interested and they want me to leave the premises, I'll leave the area. Now, these people who carry these jobs out, I have absolutely nothing against them. They're just like everybody else who just do their job and do what's asked of them. So there's absolutely no bad feeling there for me. And I'm saying this because I'm reading a message here from a renowned troll on YouTube who continues to try, um, you know, sleight of hand tactics, veiled threats, trying to emotionally sway on you. And I'm going to read this out just to discuss this part about the militant behaviour, because these people are now trying to portray people like myself in that kind of light. Now, militant behaviour is when you're using aggression and violence to push whatever cause you want to push. Nobody here at this platform encourages any violence or any aggression whatsoever. This is not about overthrowing anybody. This is not about blaming anybody or hanging anybody in the street. This is purely about people who are curious about the world they live in, asking questions, and wishing to pursue that avenue, and get the wider scientific community to address it, and anybody else to address it. As I say, this is about being peaceful. We are logical people. We are calm, sensible. We only want to have discussions. The activism is innocent. It's non-violence, non-aggressive. There is no attacking any person or any body at all. It's not about that. This for me is just about people questioning the world they live in. So these people, I'm going to read this because it's important, because I don't know if anybody else receives messages like this, but this is how they try and play on your emotion and try and make you feel scared or intimidated or worried, right? So this is from this infamous troll. I have nothing to gain, but you have everything to lose, good sir. The point of my video is to warn you, you have anti-government rhetoric, basically militant behaviour. You obviously are a pretty rough-looking dude with tats. You are now making videos with children, teaching them your faulty premises and presuppositions. You should think about the objective here and if it is worth it to have harm on your family. I would never do anything to point this out to the authorities, but you must wonder, they probably are watching you. You have a huge channel that gets a ton of live listeners. You might want to be careful with the anti-government rhetoric and might want to reconsider bringing children into this, mostly with the sheer lack and disgrace that you call the research you have done. You wouldn't be asking me about simple moon phases after 2 years of research, which has never happened. If you were not so dogmatic and shut off, you are everything you hate when it comes to those that grasp to their book. You grasp to two stupid arguments that you have already been debunked on. Good luck in proving your faulty premises. I am just the dude telling you it's not the truth in any way. My tact is my tact, yours is yours. So, pretty blatant here in the messages what this chappie thinks he's going to achieve. Right, so let's just have a wee look at it quick. And I don't want to take too much of this. By all means, people, fast forward it to the clips if that's what you're interested in. But this is, relevant right now because of what I'm doing, and it's relevant to everybody else if anybody else is getting messages like this. So he's saying, anti-government and basically militant behaviour. Now, as I've quite clearly stated, this is again misrepresentation, lying, slandering, propagandizing. Militant behaviour, as I say, is when you use aggression and violence to achieve what you're trying to achieve. None of that happens here. So right away we've got a liar. And then get on about the children. Well, my children are safe and secure. I'm an intelligent, smart man. My heart is for them and their best interests and always will be. There is nothing for anybody to worry about, especially fucking nobodies on YouTube, right? Who are full of hoobery, self-importance, self-delusion, that think they are some sort of saviour out because they have the objective truth, and everybody who doesn't say what they say is totally wrong. Talk about cult behaviour, and then messages like this just prove it, right? The reason I'm reading this is this doesn't affect me. You know, I'm reading this to address the points that they're going to try, and to let anybody else know if you're getting messages like this, just ignore it, right? Because these people are clowns, but they try this heavy guilt burden emotion on you, right? So again, I'm reading that out just to reiterate the fact that there is no militant behaviour here. Absolutely none. This is not, and I've continually said this and stated it over and over again, this is not about blaming people, stringing anybody up. None of that. You will get none of that here. You know? So I just want to make that clear and to call this nonsense straight up. So anyway, as I say, again, you know, I'm going to keep approaching mainstream media, radio stations, whoever, until people start, you know, treating this with respect and having the conversation, the discussion about it, because it's not going to go away. And again, you know, they're not going to come chapping our door asking us. We need to take it to them. The other point is I was disappointed that the guy that speaks to me in the BBC building on the phone was telling me that, you know, they're so busy just now with the elections coming up, and that's when you hear me saying, aye, you know, that nonsense, because that's what he's talking about. So, you know, at least the BBC, which was really surprising to me, you know, still had, you know, decency, manners, respect. The guy spoke to me on the phone, fair enough, you know, but the other building, well, that's up to them. You know, I'm rambling now. So anyway, enjoy. Hi there, how you doing? You alright? So, I've decided to come into a wee bit today. I'll show you in a wee minute what I'm going to do. But for now, you know, I'm back at a point where I was here before and I've done some interviews with some people. In particular, there was the English teacher. So what I've done, it just is, you know, an added extra while I'm on my travels doing what I'm doing. I've laminated some of these and decided to just stick them wherever, you know, I think is relevant. So, just simple little things, you know, and I'm not sure if the wind's going to be picked up here, if you can even hear my voice, but I'll know this when I get home. But for now, where am I? Well, right now I'm about to go in here, which is BBC Scotland, and just along the road there we have STV, which is Scottish TV. I'm going to go and I'm going to ask these people if they are aware of the question that is going on, the phenomena, if you like, that is online, and if these people are journalists and are interested in promoting real journalism and reporting on stories and activities that are actually happening in the real world, then I think they have a duty to address it. And I don't mean address it with ridicule, I mean address it with respect and manners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in here and I'm going to see what they have to say. So just bear with me while I'm walking. I'm not going to bother stopping this. Excuse me, you don't work in there, do you? Do you know how they are in regards to reporting on certain issues or taking up on any kind of things that's happening?
Working or sorry.
No.
Nah.
You ever heard about the flat earth thing blowing up online?
I don't really pay attention to anything that goes on in the world really, to be
Do
honest.
you know?
No.
You never questioned where you are? Never? Do you believe what they tell you?
I don't listen to anything
Do you know?
that tells me, no, I do my own life and that's it. I got
Ah,
on
nice
with
one, so it doesn't really
it. I
matter
make
to
my
you.
own path, you know.
Exactly, but you never
Well,
wondered where you are?
No.
Never?
Care.
Just
Get on with it, just living.
Just go on with it
Just
and
getting on with it.
don't
aye.
care.
Don't listen to what everybody says, just get on with it.
Well, that's it, that's like me as well.
Aye.
So I'm going in here to see if any of these people have heard about this and whether
Probably not.
whether they're willing to cover it or no, you
I
know?
don't know, aye. There's no anything I work in, I don't work in any of that side of stuff. So.
I'm going to be uploading this, you don't mind me recording and all that, do you?
No, that's fine, carry on, aye.
Ah, nice one. So there we go,
That's what it is.
somebody who doesn't care where they live, never thought about it. Would you think it was important
What?
if they were telling us we lived on a globe flying about in space and that wasn't true? Do you think that would be important?
No, because it doesn't really affect my life.
Your life?
No.
Yeah. No. So what would your life be then if you didn't know what it was, if you didn't know where you were or who you are?
Well, I don't.
Exactly, so what is your life?
It's not relevant.
Would you say your life's just full of illusions and
Shite, just
delusions? Huh? Exactly. Do you think it would make a difference if you knew exactly where you were and who you were? You don't?
No.
If somebody came along and says, by the way, this is what the world really is and this is who you are and how we got here.
No, because there's so many people that do that everywhere, so...
Aye, gurus.
Everybody on the internet thinks there's something, do you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
you don't pay attention to it, you get on with what's going on in your own life and carry on and that's it. Like, don't
Right.
pay attention to what anybody else is saying.
Nice one.
That's it.
Excellent.
No worries.
I'll see you when I come back out. I'll grab a light off you. How you doing, sir? I'm looking for, is there people who do investigation, like cover stories and stuff, things that are happening in the real world?
Aye.
Like
Well,
things that
usually
would be
aye.
interested in? Who would I contact or who would I speak to who would maybe be interested?
Eh, depends what you've got, I suppose, but
Well, what I've got is I've got a channel now that's got 6,000 people on it, and there's some questions coming about, and I mean the whole internet's blown up, and it's blown up pretty much everywhere in the world. I'm getting contacted by everybody, and we're just looking at some of the media outlets to see if they would be willing to cover it, and see if they're even aware of it.
maybe you'd be better to maybe just send an email to BBC.
Inquiries?
No. He's maybe sending an email to BBC News Department.
Who, so there's nobody I could speak to directly then?
Just now?
I'd get somebody face to face, or
Well, I could maybe see if you want to phone up News Hub and ask if there was somebody available. 'Cause I've been a bank holiday, I don't know if they're a full staff or
Aye.
not, but you know what I mean. But
cool.
can you phone up the News Hub? Sometimes if I get somebody spare, somebody will come down, but just
Nah, if it's busy or and be available. Quite a fancy building there.
sorry. Have you been in there before then, or no? Never been in it before?
I've never been in here before, no. I was outside filming a couple of months ago.
Aye.
I just had the idea I'll come in and see what they've got to say.
Aye.
I'll go into the STV building as well.
Aye. What about that hub you tried down there? The hub?
What's the hub?
Down the bottom of the road. I think you do Channel 4 shit, stuff down there.
Oh, do they? Where is that? On
That's
the main
kind of
road?
media. See, you can see it, madam. They're a kind of media. A kind of independent media kind of thing,
right.
if you know what I mean. See that kind of building just there? It says hub at the top left hand
Oh,
corner.
aye, aye, aye.
Just in there.
Nice one.
That's the kind of media. That's
Excellent.
in there.
I'll try them as well.
It's a, I don't know if there's any in the other day, but you can get a
I'll
shot.
give it a try, aye.
Yeah, kind of independent. You know, kind of indies you do.
Yeah.
Different stuff in there.
Do you have a extension number for us?
Might be somebody in there, been told that Robert. Get a shot.
So,
Right, that was all
Just
for
want some
them.
details of the guy first and phone up and say to them and see if anybody's interested in coming down. Or if not, we get the contact or an email address or somewhere.
Aye, that'd be great. Just somebody who I can contact directly, that'd be fantastic.
If there's nobody available, see if we can get a contact details for them so you can. You know what I mean?
Aye. So it's,
You guys
we just have a phone and
I phoned them first.
Because I wondered if they took like stories for independent journalism and stuff, or
Probably that's what I'm saying. If it's get what the guys wanting first.
right, what is it you want me to ask? Just if there's somebody
if
available?
there's somebody available to maybe cover a story, you know, it's quite a big thing that's happening. So,
Then ask the guy if you want to speak to the guy on the phone and then he can explain himself what it is.
Gage.
Just miss Jackie Bird then, could have captured her.
I don't know if Jackie would want to put her face on and talk about it right enough. Everybody's running away. Hello. Hiya, how you doing, Peter? All right. I was just wondering. I mean, I've got a channel on YouTube. It's called Beyond the Imaginary Curve. I've got 6,000 members on it now, and there's a question that is blown up. I'm not sure if you're aware of it online, in regards to the Earth being flat. Have you heard about that? No. It really is a huge thing that's happening just now. And myself, I've been doing a lot of street interviews and stuff, and there's so many academics and different people from walks of life who are now questioning it. And it seems to me to be flaring up really big. So I thought I would try some of the mainstream media and see if they would be interested in covering it. It's actually a conspiracy to say that there's questions regarding the Earth being an actual sphere, a globe. But left field. Yeah. Yeah. It's just that this for me is, and it's all people who are based in natural science. It's not really a conspiracy theory, it's more about science, you know. So nonsense. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. Bye. He's saying, obviously I know the nature of it, so that a lot of people are not wanting to touch it. But you know, I've got to report on it and show that I'm going to these places and seeing if they're interested. But can I leave a wee card line here? I mean, I don't know if it would be. I mean, if the guy ever asks, you know, or if they wanted to know who it was that was coming in. Well, it says, you know, there's the elections are coming up and stuff, and they're going to be swamped by that. Well, they don't really cover conspiracies unless it was a big enough story. But this isn't really a conspiracy theory, you know. This isn't say, as I try to say to them, it's about science, you know. So, well, I'll go and try the STV building and the other one, the hub. Thank you guys. Take it easy. Thank you. So, there was no ridicule on the phone, and hopefully, you know, the voice was picked up. But again, it's just about taking the steps and going and harassing these people. And I'm going to try this other place called the Hub, which is something to do with Channel 4, and I'm going to try the STV building. So I'll stop this again and try. Okay, so I'm now at a building known as the Hub. Apparently it's to do with Channel 4. Hopefully there's some people here. I know it's a bank holiday, but I can only try. So. Hi there. Is this the Hub? Is this to do with Channel 4?
This is the hub.
The Hub?
Yep.
What I'm looking for is I'm a kind of private investigator, kind of journalist myself.
Right.
I've got a channel that's got 6,000 members on it.
Right.
And I'm looking to try and bring awareness to see if any of the kind of mainstream media or any other outlets would cover the story. Is there anybody I could speak to about it?
Like a production company.
Aye, or anybody who would be willing to pick up on a story or maybe take an interest in it?
What can I ask what the subject is?
Well, it's based in science. It's about questioning the world that we live in.
Oof.
There's a huge movement happening online as well regarding it. So I'm just trying to bring awareness to some of the mainstream places to see if they maybe want the opportunity to cover it.
I'm going to raise the roof, do like property programs. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
You give me 5 minutes
Cool.
and I'll phone in a couple of places. I'm
Excellent.
going to take some notes, right?
Cool.
And what I'll do is
I'm recording this, by the way, I hope you don't mind.
oh well, actually do you mind
Well,
a
do you
wee
mind?
bit?
Right, I'll turn it away for you, is that alright?
Aye, it's just
Right, that's alright. I just try to get the reaction. It's no, they're not going to be involved in anything, don't worry about
What's
it.
your name? Right, and it's about science.
Yep,
Can you
can you
spell
spell it?
science? Questioning the world we live in.
Yep,
Okay. I don't know if Kendi will take it on, but I can ask.
yep. If you just mention to them that there's a huge thing going on online, and my channel itself is 6,000 subscribers, so
Who put you in touch with us?
I was just at the BBC building there, and the guy says that he pointed me to the hub, says that I'm maybe get a bit of
Is it a
success
YouTube
here.
channel you've got?
Yep.
Okay. Right, okay. Give me. Do I come back in about 5 minutes? Give me a wee chance to.
Aye, will I just wait here, or do you want me to go outside?
Aye,
or
if you go outside,
go
and
outside?
just let me speak so
Right, I'll
that-
come in 5 minutes.
Aye.
Alright. So. Coming out? No. So, I'm not sure what this hub place is, but I've gave her the card and my details, and she's going to phone some people and see if they're interested in covering the story. But at the end of the day, I mean, what are we supposed to do? You know, if we don't start taking action like this, where are we going to get? You know, at the end of the day, the mainstream media and any media outlet, they have a duty to report things that are actually happening in the world. So it's only up to us to take it to them, you know. I'm not going to come chapping our doors looking for stories or to cover any of your stories. We have to take the story to them, make them aware that there is something to report on, you know. So I'll switch this off, and I'll wait here for 5 minutes, and I'll get back in and see what they've got to say. Any of the bikers out there that want to see my bike and the finished product, this is the same bike. This was the black one. So, I'm going to try this. I'll wait the 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go to the STV building, which is a Scottish TV, and I'll ask them. But this is just a trial run today. Whatever avenues I have to take in order to get a word with people, then I will do so. As I say, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to go away until this is met with openness and discussion. So. So I'm just standing talking to a chap who works in the hub building. I'll just ask him what it was about. So what is the building about, sorry mate?
So it's just different kind of creative offices, like different businesses and that in there. And then it's got Glasgow School of Art. I've got a wee section
Cool.
for like music studios and game design and that sort of thing.
Alright. So do they cover topics or things that are going on in the world? Do they do any journalism that way? No?
What, the Glasgow School of Art?
In this building, do they?
Yeah, well they do have like a lot of the BBC programmes and that come through here.
Yeah.
And so we'll kind of do sound design on them and that, but no, there isn't. I don't think there is any like journalists or anything
Right,
actually
okay.
in the building.
Alright. I'm just looking for an outlet for my... That's mine's, aye. Of course you can, aye. Somebody want a photo of my bike. What I'm actually doing, mate, is I don't know if you're aware, but have you heard of the flat earth?
No, I've not.
Never heard of the flat earth? Have you ever questioned where you live?
Well, I'm from America originally, so
Right.
so I've already kind of moved about a wee
So are you a NASA fanboy?
bit. A NASA fan.
Are you a NASA fanboy? Would you consider yourself a fan of NASA?
I'm not too interested in space and that, but
No.
nah,
Do you think it's real?
I'd like to believe it is real.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty scary if it is.
If it's not real.
The moon landing and all that sort of thing.
Well, there's a lot of anomalies with stuff like the moon landing. There's a lot of that's what my channel's about. My channel's about questioning the heliocentric globe model claim,
Alright.
and companies like NASA, and they've been found to be lying on so many fronts that it's incredible. But you know, it took people like myself to the point of, well, why are they lying?
Yeah.
And for me, the discovery I made is that the Earth is actually not a sphere. It's not a ball. It's actually a level plane that we live on. And we're just trying to bring awareness to people and see if we can raise the question in some of the media outlets. So, what do you think of that when I'm saying that to you? If somebody come along and saying, "Oh, the Earth's flat,"
It's something you hear like.
oh yeah,
The one production company that's in and they're not interested.
they're not interested.
So, don't really want you to be here filming people, if that's alright.
All right,
Okay, cool.
all right. Why? What's the
Because
problem?
you're not really allowed to be on here.
All right. They're asking me to leave. Somebody spoke to them in the office and they're asking me to leave now. So again, you know, we're met with this type of attitude. Nobody's criminal, nobody's done anything wrong, people are civil, but these people want me to leave. So I'm going to be a gentleman and I'm going to leave without any problem. But this just shows you what these companies are like, you know. And just to let them know that they will be on YouTube, and you know, their hospitality is noted. I don't know about yourself now, you uncomfortable speaking to me now, mate?
That's alright.
No?
I'm going to go back in this.
Aye, no bother, man. Aye, well,
No, I'm not part of the company.
No,
So it doesn't matter.
no. See, this is the problem, you know, when they get to these subjects, there's allegiances with your private institutions and stuff, and it's not really about journalism and making people aware of what's going on in the actual world, you know. So I think people like that should be ashamed of themselves, you know. But anyway, I appreciate you talking, mate. I'll give you a wee card. I'll give you a wee card.
Aye,
It's called Beyond the Imaginary Curve, for obvious reasons.
Aye.
Have you ever seen the curvature of the Earth with your own eyes?
I suppose like slightly from like the horizon, you can kind of see.
Horizon?
Like if
That's-
you're looking out to sea, kind of.
It's called the horizon, but it's not called the curve-izing. So do you really think there's a curve there, or do you think you might be seeing things?
I think the Earth is curved, to be honest.
You think it is curved?
Yeah, I
Cool.
think it is
Well, if you ever find the curve, if you ever find the curve or any proof that you live on a spinning ball,
I'll get in touch.
let us know, man. Thanks everybody. Cheers. So, there we go. People, you ask serious questions, you be civil, no aggressive, no imposing on anybody. As far as I'm aware, I'm still in a public place, but these people are asking me to leave. So, the hub don't seem to be very honest, disingenuous people, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. I'm one of these people who goes by manners cost absolutely nothing, decency costs nothing, you know. But we've just witnessed it. That's what they had to offer. So I'm going to move on to the next building, which is the STV piece. So I'm along the road now and I'm at the STV building. So let's just go and see what they have to say. As I said before, I'm going to be contacting all the radio stations that I can, even walking into any of the offices that they've got and seeing what they have to say as well. I'm not going to be doing all that today, but as I say, this is going to be ongoing for me, and I'm going to be approaching them in every way I possibly can. So let's see what they've got to say. I don't think I'm going to get any joy the other day. It seems to be closed, obviously with it being a bank holiday, but not to worry, I will try again. Just so that you know, it is the STV building. And it seems really quiet around here. I don't think there's much people about here today. So anyway, as I say, I'm just documenting this just to let people see that, you know, people like myself will go and keep trying, try and cause a noise anywhere you possibly can. Now you see the arrogance and the ignorance of these people. I'm no criminal, it's peaceful, calm, but because it's a subject that certain people don't want you focused on, you get that treatment. But don't let that sway you. At the end of the day, these are the people who are in the wrong, right? No us. So, what can I say? I wish that I had a bit more success today. I managed to leave my cards in the BBC building and the hub. Aye, and that's about it.